Now, today's conference has been supported by some of the British Chambers of Commerce's key partners and is headlined by NatWest. Now, before we go off for a wee tea and coffee break, NatWest Chief Operating Officer Solange Chamberlain is here to tell us about the brilliant work they do with the BCC and the breakout session that they will be leading on economic growth. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Solange.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much, Aisha. It's a privilege to be here with you for the second year in a row and to follow the Chancellor and Chamberlain on this stage with you all. I've been told I've got 5 minutes before the coffee break to discuss building British business, so no pressure, and I'll try and hit as many points as possible. Our purpose at NatWest is to champion the potential of the people, families, and businesses that we serve at each stage of the journey, whether things are going well or things are challenging. As the largest bank for business in the UK, I cannot think of a more important, mission-critical thing that we could do to help you, and it also means that our fortunes between NatWest and you, our customers, are intertwined. I won't go into and revise the discussions had earlier today around the current economic environment. I think the best way to sum it up is probably the word perma-crisis. We seem to be experiencing one in a 100-year event at an increasing speed. And I can't think of a time when businesses have faced such a series of unprecedented crises and experience a squeeze on their margin that has not been seen for over 25 years. Businesses first have to survive COVID. And again, I'd like to thank everyone in my business, but also the collaboration across people in this room, the government, politicians, regulators, in having had the ability to support businesses quickly and at pace at this time. But as soon as that was overcome, you then had to face rising costs, supply chain disruptions, labor shortages, inflation, and higher interest rates. Different businesses of different sizes, in different sectors, in different regions, have been impacted differently. And it has been great to see the overall resilience that there has been. However, we're very conscious that more challenges lie ahead. And again, I'm very proud of all the work our colleagues have done. And we've been able to perform over 700,000 financial health checks to make sure we're there by the side of businesses and helping foresee what can happen. But we appreciate that it's tough and no respite likely to come soon. But time awaits for no one, and there are great opportunities ahead. Some of our colleagues did some analysis, and we think there's over 140 billion added value to the economy by 2030 that businesses can provide. That equates to roughly 3.2 million new jobs. However, for those businesses to capture those opportunities rather than for them to become challenges, they need support to scale, grow, and become the best that they can be. And finance and the provision and availability of finance is clearly key to that, but it is not sufficient. We hear from businesses and they need support, advice, and help to connect in the local community. This is why at NatWest, we have a network of 14 accelerator hubs all across the UK, where we work with entrepreneurs, provide them support, and recently launched a high growth proposition because we realize the challenges of not just starting and having a successful business, but really being able to scale it. And I think the ability for the ecosystem and everyone to come together all across the various regions has led to many success stories. And as I've said at the beginning, everything to get to those opportunities is a team sport. And it requires collaboration from the financial sectors, but also from the chambers, from industry, from bigger businesses, and also from the government or the regulator, so we can provide that holistic package to help you succeed, which will mean the UK will succeed. To take climate as an example, a topic very close to my heart, and hopefully we all agree it is the right thing to do, full stop, but it is also a massive growth opportunity, and you heard some examples referred to earlier. Finance, again, is key, but when we speak to customers, the customers want to do the right thing, and they want to do the right thing more and more despite all of the other challenges. But access to knowledge and data are proving big barriers. This is why 12 months ago, again in this room, we launched a tool for everybody, whether you're a customer of NatWest or not, free of charge, that helps you from little information, estimate your footprint, and indicate some action that you can take. Again, a lot of them are win-win. So I'm sure you all agree, given the audience in this room, that those challenges and the unlock to the opportunity won't happen and won't be down to just a few decision makers in London. It will be driven by the businesses, including the chambers, in every region of the UK, which is, and again, going back to climate, it's amazing when I look at the stats that actually we see more business and startup creation outside of London than in London over the last 18 months, which is again testament to how different regions and different industries are operating more broadly than the Southeast. This is why, again, our hubs, but also having relationship managers that are embedded in the communities, in the ecosystem, who can spend time with you and support you, is something we believe extremely important, even as we support it by digital solutions to make everybody's lives easier. We also launched the SME Task Force alongside the BCC and other industry groups, and again, we have been launching that not just in London, but across the region of the UK.